speaking of Pat, what some people may not know is that you actually had a fight scene with Mr. Miyagi that got cut,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it's right when Mr. Miyagi shows up to save Daniel from Mike and Dennis. So you throw a punch. I've heard you talk about this other interviews as well. Was it supposed to be that was supposed to lead into a throw, right?
yeah.
Or
Well, Mr. Miyagi comes through the doors,
right.
and then Mike like points to us, right? And then he throws snake, and he flips snake, and then I get up there and I throw a punch. And the way that it was done, and this was actually Pat Morita, not Fumio Demura, who did it. He grabs my arm and kind of puts it into like like he grabs my arm like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then he takes it and he pushes it, and then I flip over on my back. I land on my back, and then I run out of there. We get into the car, and then we do donuts before we zip past the train. And if you notice, the cut is weird in
Right.
Karate Kid 3. It's a very abrupt jump cut. Like all of a sudden, it's like, well, where did Dennis go? And then you don't find out till like, I'm in the car, and I never found out why that was cut. And I have speculated that it didn't work. I don't know. Maybe it looked too much time for Dennis to get over there, and then Mike to be standing around. It may have just not worked. And I
Sure.
thought, well, maybe I oversold it. Maybe like when The Rock was wrestling and he would like have fun with, like almost overselling certain things, like
Right.
when wrestling, and he would like do this total exaggeration, and it was part of the fun of it, right? Like he used to do that, I think, against The Undertaker, where like The Undertaker would do something to The Rock, and The Rock would like totally oversell it just for fun,
Right. Right.
you know? And it became part of the fun, right? But I think, I thought, well, maybe I oversold it. Maybe it looked, So I had heard that there were alternate takes that have shown up in the original Karate Kid. There's an alternate take of the ending where Johnny gives Daniel the trophy and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked John and Josh about this. I said, I had a fight with Miyagi. Have you guys seen this footage? And they were like, no, we haven't. And I thought, well, maybe if anybody had access to it, they would, and that would have been a cool clip to show as a flashback when I'm reintroduced. But they did not see that footage, so it might not
Right.
exist anymore.
Right. To kind of go off of what you're saying, I've seen like one time, and I could never find it again, but I've seen a photo still of the fight that was cut with you and Mr. Miyagi, where you're like your arm was held just like what you're talking about. I'm sure it'll show up again somewhere. I haven't seen it,
I have
but
that photo. I'll send it to you on
okay,
Instagram.
cool.
Yeah, I have that photo. I
Yeah.
took a picture of a picture, and sometimes I sign that one too. And you can see me with my the beginnings of my mullet and my. I was wearing my Converse shoes, which they let me keep, and
Right.
yeah, it's kind of blurry. It's almost like looking at a picture of Bigfoot or the Loch Ness monster, but you can tell it's me. You can tell it's Miyagi.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool photo.